Tom. What do you think makes a good ball player?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'd like to introduce my starting quarterback from this past season, Tom Brady. If any colleges or coaches are interested in seeing more of Tom, we have a whole list of past plays that you can sort of look over the 10-game period of last season.
I never played football until my freshman year, and as a freshman, I was the backup quarterback on a team that was 0-8.
The team didn't score a touchdown, and he wasn't deemed good enough to play one offensive play as a quarterback.
The only reason why I played my sophomore year was because the kid who was the freshman quarterback stopped playing because I'm not playing football anymore. So I was like, I guess I'm going to play.
Sarah is Grundman. He has 191 yards on 18 carry, averages over 10 yards a carry. Schumann from the backside almost gets there, and the pass is completed somehow to Kirby at the 36. Great defense by Filippi. It looked like he had a shot at an interception.
Now, here's Brady again. Brady is a nice-sized quarterback. He steps in there and just gets that football away, and there's your catch made.
He has the arm to get them into the end zone from here. Triple receivers to the top of your screen. Brady looking deep down the middle for Tokachina. Has to settle for Kirby. Eddie's football game. Brady complete to Kirby at the 20 to the 10. Not sure if we've ever done a high school football game in our 5 years where you can say that.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Brady never developed into a blue-chip recruit, but he caught the attention of the Maize in blue. The University of Michigan opened its doors to him.
There were 7 guys on the depth chart when I got there. Scott Dreisbach, who was the year ahead of me. Brian Greasy, who was a year ahead of that. Jason Carr was going into his 5th year. Scott Leffler was this highly recruited quarterback out of Ohio. I remember being out there the first day of practice and being like, man, I'm better than these guys. Now, of course I wasn't, but just that was always my attitude.
By his sophomore season, Brady was pushing number 14, senior Brian Greasy, for the starting job.
Greasy and Tommy were tied. I mean, they were neck and neck. No one knew who was going to start, and Coach Carr's thing was always the tie goes to the upperclassmen. I remember Tommy being a little, mad about that and thought about transferring and thought about going back home to Cal or something like that.
He came back the next day. He sat down right in front of my desk, and he said, Coach, I'm not going to leave, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm the best quarterback. There's no question, as I looked into his eyes, he had a goal in mind, and he was not going to be denied.
Shea stays in the block, but he's got the tight end. Brady, corner blitz, middle's open, reaches for the touchdown, Michigan, and Brady's legs save the day.
I didn't have come in as a top-rated recruit.
8 of 12 of the previous play, meanwhile, and first down, Brady, deep drop, play action, going for it all. DeMarcus Knight, touchdown!
I didn't come in with the opportunity to play right away. I had to earn it.
Look at the blitz, white jerseys flying all around Brady. He throws it before he gets hit and throws a strike.
If you didn't play well on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday in practice in college, I didn't know if I was going to start the game.
Brady down, middle, got Knight. Touchdown, Michigan! That's just too easy.
And you know what the greatest honor I've ever received as a player is? In my 4th year and my 5th year, I was that to this day is the single greatest achievement I've ever had as a football player.
They look back the other way, got it! Straight! Touchdown, Michigan on the board!
Because the men in this room chose me to lead their team. And these were my best friends. These were the guys that knew that I liked to work, that knew that I loved football, that knew that I loved to play, that knew that I wanted to be the quarterback for me.
Play fake, first down, roll, here's Shea, reaches touchdown!
Tom Brady wasn't something that happens every year. You're not going to find that 6th-round quarterback who becomes a Hall of Famer. It's just not going to happen. Brady's the guy with the experience. He's the captain. 10 wins last year.
Shotgun. Walker again. Clements. Got it. Michigan leads.
Been Tom Brady's, and I said, yeah, but Brady's the guy with the experience. He's the captain. 10 wins last year. He said,
that I learned here on State Street. And in the big house, that's still what I bring to practice today.
And there's Brady making his final appearance in the maize and blue.
The performance was still to come. The Orange Bowl.
It's the last time I'd take the field as a Wolverine. We got down in the game 14-0 and came back and tied it 14-14. We got down 28-14 in the second half, came back and made it 28-28. We went to overtime and I ran a bootleg and threw it to Sean Thompson.
Sets up, fires across the middle, his tight end's got it, Sean Thompson, touchdown!
They scored to make it 35-34, and they kicked the extra point and missed the extra point. We won in overtime.
Make no mistake, Tom Brady carried us through that game.
The Alabama game, in my experience at Michigan, is as fine a performance at quarterback as anybody ever had.
We kidded you about being the comeback kid. Wow. You didn't want to have to wait till the fourth quarter to bring the team back, but you did a tremendous job.
What better way to go as a fifth-year senior as an Orange Bowl victory?
This is the draft report on you. Basically, it goes poor build, skinny, lacks great physical stature and strength,
lacks mobility and ability to avoid the rush, lacks a really strong arm, can't drive the ball downfield, does not throw a really tight spiral.
System-type player who can get exposed if forced to add lift.
And gets knocked down easily.
That kind of gets me fired up because I'm thinking, what the hell do these people know?
In the 2000 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers were one of the teams looking for a quarterback.
We knew all about Tom. Tom was from Sarah High School, right up the street here. At the Combine, when you watched Tom, you saw this tall, gangly-looking kid. Looked like having ever seen a weight room. Ran a 5.2 something. One of the slowest quarterbacks in the Combine. Does he wow you throwing the ball? Mm-mm. There were some other guys that could shoot it, and he had just an okay arm. Did his coaches at Michigan really stand on the table and say, this is the greatest thing since Joe Montana? No, not even close. They had to decide if it was he or Drew Henson. We even had a local combine in San Francisco where the kids from the local colleges or the local high schools can come by and have a workout. And Tom was there, and Bill was there. We were all there. And Tom, to be quite honest, did nothing that would say, hey, we need to draft this guy.
His 40 time and that vertical jump, in 32 years of doing this, we talked about 576 quarterbacks. He was number 576.
It's not really what my skill set is, but fortunately for me, that's not what quarterbacking's about either.
We're in the draft room. It was the 5th round. We already had 3 quarterbacks at the time. We had just signed our number 1 quarterback, Drew Bledsoe, for a lot of money.
How much time's left on the clock? 9 minutes, 18 seconds.
I remember Belichick walking up to the board and said, wow, this Brady's still on the board.
One of the real troubling parts was the Michigan situation, the fact that really they were trying to replace him as their starting quarterback and say, okay, they don't really want this guy as their starting quarterback. They want another guy. Well, what's the problem here? It's a little bit of a red flag there.
The Patriots' first 5 picks were number 70, tackle Adrian Clem, who started just 10 games for them in 5 seasons. Running back J.R. Redmond, who finished his career with less than 700 rushing yards. Tackle Greg Robinson Randall, who lasted just 3 seasons with the team. Tight end Dave Stachelski and defensive lineman Jeff Marriott. Both never made the roster. And with the 199th overall pick, they selected a skinny quarterback from Michigan named Tom Brady. Is the day he fell to 199 in the NFL draft.
We were led to believe that he was going to be drafted, possibly 2nd round, probably 3rd round. They kept calling quarterback names, and we kept being stunned.
You see, so-and-so get picked, and then there's 9 more picks gone until one team that you think was interested. You get pretty anxious.
We were very distraught. With each name, it was becoming worse and worse.
So I remember being downstairs for like the 4th round, and that came and gone. And the 5th round was coming and going, and all these other guys were getting picked.
Beginning of the 6th round, he says, I got to get out of here. So he gets up, comes downstairs, and grabs a baseball bat and starts walking up the street.
I don't want to sit around and maybe my hopes get up, or I'd rather just take my mind off it.
And finally, he comes back into the house, and it's about the 22nd pick of the 6th round. And he says, I got to get out of here. The poor guy, and the tension in the house is just really rough.
And it was hard. I remember taking a walk with my dad and mom around the block. It was just a tough day, you know. I just remember being there with my mom and dad. Sorry about that. You know, they just were so supportive of me. And they take it as emotional as I do.
Beanpole of a young man walked over to me and said, "Hi, Mr. Kraft. I want to introduce myself. I'm Tom Brady." I said, "I know who you are. You're our 6th-round draft choice." And I always remember he looked me like a laser, eye to eye, and he said, "That's right, and I'm the best decision this organization has ever made."
The 49ers were hoping to see signs that Giovanni Carmazzi was the next Joe Montana.
Carmazzi under pressure, and let it be duly noted that his career begins rather ingloriously with back-to-back sacks.
The next Joe Montana was on the field that day. He just happened to play for the other team.
And I think we walked out of that game feeling that we had probably taken the right guy.
Carmazzi never appeared in a regular season game and was released after 2 seasons. Brady would go on to win 3 Super Bowls, but as a rookie, he would barely make the roster as the Patriots' 4th quarterback.
The reason we didn't release him was because we felt that we didn't want to take a chance on losing him, and so we carried him as a 4th quarterback even though he never played, and it was really a wasted roster spot for the 2000 season, but we felt that Tom had enough potential if he could continue to improve, so that's why we carried him as an active player. And then of course by the end of the 2nd game, Mo Lewis hit Bledsoe.
And the rest was history. And I knew when he got hurt that there's no way Tommy was going to get that job back to Drew.
Tom Brady has been put into quarterback and Drew Bledsoe taken out.
The story is well known. Bledsoe never reclaimed the starting job. And Brady never looked back.
Even if it's against me, and even if it's him taking a Super Bowl ring from me, I couldn't help but appreciate what Tom did in Super Bowl 36.
In the 2001 season, Tom Brady led the Patriots to one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history. A surprising feat for the 199th pick in the 2000 draft.
I don't ever want anyone to ever think, man, maybe someone can do Tom's job better than he can do it.
Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna lay down?
In the 2003 season, Brady led the Patriots to another Super Bowl, another last-minute game-winning drive, another Super Bowl MVP award.
Show enough ain't over yet. We gotta give us another. We gotta get. How would that do with that quarterback? You didn't doubt us, did you?
A year later, Brady became the youngest quarterback to win 3 Super Bowl titles.
These guys that are in college, yeah, they have the ability to stand back there in the pocket and throw it to this guy who's open by 10 yards. Okay, do they have the same ability to stand back in that pocket when a guy's hitting them and throw it to a guy that's open by 1 yard? Can you do it when the speed's faster? Can you do it when you're getting hit by somebody bigger? Can you do it when the defense you're seeing is more complex? Nobody knows until they actually get there.
Tom Brady reads defenses better than any quarterback I know right now.
I remember I was playing with the Chargers, and that's when LT set the records. We were just hot that year. He goes, "We're going to beat you guys. This guy's overrated. This guy can beat by double moves." And everything that he said when he left, I go, "We're in trouble." Sure enough, 2 minutes ago, he kind of gave me a look, and I go, "You got to be kidding me."
Looking left, firing over the middle. It is caught over the middle by Daniel Graham. Stands in the pocket, shoots it long and deep to the right side. It is caught. Richie Caldwell.
Boom, 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 boom. Game.
That was a tough one. It's a lot tougher.
Brady came up one game short of another Super Bowl appearance.
Here's a guy that's one of the greatest quarterbacks in history, yet he still has that chip on his shoulder to be the very best. And he wants to prove those people that doubted him that they're wrong.
Airs it out, downfield. Randy Moss is there. Touchdown! Tom Brady right on the button with that one.
2007 was Brady's best. He set the NFL's single-season record for touchdown passes.
Touchdown pass number 50 for Tom Brady. 20 seconds.
And he took the Patriots back to the Super Bowl, where they fell one game short of the perfect season.
Look, Capilat. Smooth criminal, Mike Jack. And I still like to toe the 4-5 like Mike back. Pull that tech out just to make a statement. He gon' need a body bag or a nice sack. He'll fold under pressure. I can tell from his posture, man, he ain't really like that. Mama told me I don't care if you scared. Go in for the kill. If they try, you better fight back. We done beat his if he try to throw the folks up. What's all that you was saying like you was so tough? They gon' have to carry your mans if he approach us. Creeping in that glizzy of blam when we get close up. Red gangster, my gun match the color of my cop. Any sudden movement, this go fop. Bet I have him hugging, I law. I'm the GOAT, I'm a thug, I'm a star. Youngin' trying to clear a crowd with the heat. When you rhyme, better keep it 40 cal by the seat. He was banging wrong till they found him deceased. There's a whole lot of evil woman around in the streets. So you better look both ways, make your soul shake. Demon standing in the doorway. Tell me, honey, are you okay? Screaming out, no way. Tell me, honey, are you okay? Still on that boy, MJ. Really one of the hottest and I never dropped a mixtape. All my life had to risk take. But if they come and try me, 40 kick it to my wrist break. Let anybody in this play, I'ma have my C's leave his in the ground with the stiff face. Where I'm from, all the killers turn hood legend. And they known through them blocks like the Kimbe. Told known something bigger than the Great Khali. 30 shots to knock him down like Muhammad Ali. Do the race, scratch off in the track off G. Catch him lacking, then it's R.I.P. Youngin' trying to clear a crowd with the heat. When you rhyme, better keep it 40 cal by the seat. He was banging wrong till they found him deceased. There's a whole lot of evil woman around in the streets. So you better look both ways, make your soul shake. Demon standing in the doorway. Tell me, honey, are you okay? Screaming out, no way. Tell me, honey, are you okay?
We're now 1 on the clock. 1:13 to go. Here comes Brady. Steps up. Catch by Edelman. Holds on with a jarring hit at the 47-yard line.
Brady took a shot right under the chin as he delivered it. Edelman got drilled when he caught it.
Under a minute. 3-man rush. And that is Collie.
He knows what it's like to win big games. He's won Super Bowls. He has been through it.
And you're watching the best quarterback ever.
Like, is this really happening right now?
And then Jard loose. Is it a reception? No.
Like, I felt like I was watching NFL films. Like, it was...
This is 4th down. And a catch is made by Collie. Down to the 17. The clock is at 15. They try to hurry it up, drive it to the ground.
So you had the game.
Brady's in the gun. Bolden to his left. He's got the Who Man on the right wing with Dobson to the right.
And then you lose the game to Brady.
Of the total yardage and all of that, but there it is right at the bottom. 3 turnovers for New England to goal from the 5-yard line. Brady will throw it, and Edelman is there and pulls it in for the touchdown. Beat Quentin Jammer on the play. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for New England. Over the middle, caught, touchdown. Replays 65 yards and only took him 95 seconds and 21 unanswered points for the Pats. And that's
Tom Brady's on the downside of his career, and if you ask me if he'll ever get to another Super Bowl, I have one answer. No way, no how.
Now at 11:15 left in this football game.
The signature play of the last Super Bowl came on that 3rd and 14 play.
Hanging in despite a huge hit from Cam Chancellor.
It's a money catch right there.
Tom Brady and the Patriots looking for a fourth quarter drive to take the lead here at Super Bowl 49.
Best quarterback that we've ever seen play the game.
Hands down. I've said it right before I got to New England. Hands down, the greatest ever.
What do you do in life? You go right to people that you can depend on.
Russell for Curse, and that's broken up again. And is it? But somehow, and he winds up with a football.
I think Butler hit it, and it fell right back down to the ground. Unbelievable. How many different plays are the Patriots going to have like this? Mario Manningham, David Tyree,
right,
and now Curse.
This is where Tyree had the helmet down.
But they're not in yet.
It has to be. Here it goes. Beast mode. 2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Stack receivers, 2 to the right. Russell Wilson extends the hands. He has it. Wilson, quick throw.
This one came down to the end, and this time we made the plays.
Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, and to Super Bowl 51 between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. This has become an unbelievable event. New England is old hat at this, and for the Atlanta Falcons, they hope at the end of 60 minutes, they will come away holding the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. The Patriots' 9th Super Bowl appearance.
The Warrior comes out of you for these opportunities.
New England tonight is trying to be. Super Bowl 51 is underway.
Heading into Super Bowl 51, the quarterbacks had gotten top billing, but in the first quarter, they got buried.
Got him! We're good. Wait. They'll hand it to Freeman inside. Devontae starts out wide left. He'll score, and Atlanta has grabbed the lead in Super Bowl 51. What a time for the OG to come through. The old guy off the edge.
And a great play by Alford. He read Tom Brady's eyes the absolute whole way. A terrific, terrific break on the football.
That's a good read by him. He jumped it, he sensed it the whole way.
There was one play that we've been going over for 2 weeks.
Half comes to a close. The Falcons with a spring to their step. The Patriots, meanwhile, walking back toward the locker room, down 21-3.
What I tell the guys at halftime, same thing we told them in the first quarter and the second quarter. Find ways to do things that were a little bit more productive.
Ryan gonna throw. Here's Coleman at the 5. He'll beat Ninkovich to the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta.
Yeah! Gotta play harder. Gotta play tougher, harder, tougher, everything.
Fires left, gets made by White, trips to the inside, dives across. Falcon 35, the staggered stance, he'll take it, backs up, a blitzer coming, and Hightower gets to the quarterback. Ball is loose, Patriots sacking Ryan. throws it for Amendola. Let's go, DA. Touchdown, Patriots.
Try to play cool, baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Whatever I can really do. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. Just try to play cool, baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. So I ain't trying to play your rules.
Touchdown, Patriots.
When you give me some, I'll say you love. I don't never let shawty gon' set me up.
Tom takes a step. Quick throw to Amendola. Screen left. Reaches across the goal line for a score. He's in. There is
39 years of age, back foot hits in the pocket, he steps up, delivers a laser right into the teeth.
And the goal to go from the 2. Toss sweep right for James White. Puts it under the right arm. Driving forward. Diving to the goal line. A touchdown and a title for the Patriots.
I can't believe it.
I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view.
Everything we work for, boys. Come out here, give it our all.
Motion by Allen left with the reset. A give to Michelle. Runs it left into the end zone. That's it, baby.
It's a pump and go 29-yard dagger with 27 ticks left in the first half of the AFC Championship.
You're too old. You're too old. The half ends there. New England dominating, leading the Chiefs 14-0. Hey, it ain't over. Mahomes out of the shotgun. Sings it for the end zone. Caught by Kelsey on a slam. Touch. It's a great throw by Mahomes. The Chiefs have the deficit. We've got a ball game early in the third in the AFC Championship. A run, a roll out to the right side. Throw for down. Williams, he catches the football. Right side, touchdown. City handoff. Damian Williams into the end zone. Blast in there, touchdown. And the Chiefs regain the lead. 28 to retreats into the pocket. Fires it near side. The pass deflected and intercepted. Off the hands of Gronkowski, intercepted. Wow.
Good game. Good game, bro. Hey, I respect you, bro. I respect you.
A penalty marker on the other side of the field.
What happened? Offside.
So what seemed to be a game-clinching interception is nullified because of the offsides call.
They said I was lined up offsides. Was I?
Brady is going to turn and give it to Burkhead. He runs left behind Devlin.
This is what you could.
I'm in New York, where it be cold. Look at my neck cause it's iced out. I'm in the field, we going nuts. On the cut all the lights out. You want a problem, you better think about it cause I come with a price
at the
down.
Patriot 21-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit. 11 seconds remaining. Puts the placement down. Butker's kick. This can't be more perfect. The Chiefs have tied the game at 8 seconds remaining. They give to Burkhead.
I do not think about it, I don't go with that hype style. Yeah, you want a problem, dining for everything that we talk about, still like unresolved. Baby, you was just the one playing, that's how I recall it. If I look through these Cartier frames, I don't even see love. Staying up, I get no rest, don't gotta sleep.
Now the Patriots will run their first play in the red zone. The first one for the game on either side. From the 2, first and goal. Gives to Michelle, runs it left, a dive in the end zone.
Line them up, we can turn them into dominoes, yeah. Right on the bench, drop the top and now my hand to win, yeah. She at it again, I'm at it again, we at it again. Real shooters, they gon' do what it takes. Scheme mask, they ain't showing a face. No FaceTime, that might come with a
Everything is full go. The contract is signed. Tom Brady now officially a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's okay. We at it again, we at it again. Way be cold. Look at my neck cause it's iced out. I'm in the field, we going up. Told him to cut all the lights out. You want a problem, you better think about it cause I come with a price now. I get a go, I do not think about it, I don't go with that hype style. Yeah, you want a problem, baby, you was just the one playing, that's how I recall it. If I look through these Cartier frames, I don't even see love. Staying up, I get no rest. Don't gotta sleep, yeah. Best. Shorty can see, ganging you dead. You should've seen this. Put some dollars on your head. Then I repeat it. It's the E and
I can't even spell drop. It's been a long time, I swear to God, I can remember we sleep in a trap house. We shop in New York, we shop in Miami, and Vegas, we gambling cash out. We rapper play tough, but we always ready and don't really see what the cap about. Put some money on your head, I feel heartless. Gas in the Rolex on the snow, show my dollar.
Throws a deep pass downfield. Got Scotty Miller in the open. Makes the catch. That one running. He's got the first down. Bucks are going to win this football game. Great plan, bro. Tampa Bay, because we are the host city of this marvelous show called the Super Bowl.
You know what to do. Now we're just playing ball. We already know what they're going to do. Hey, what we gonna do when the cameras come on? We gonna shine. Let everybody know we the best team in the world.
A good football team we had, and what we were missing.
KC 8. Here's the snap out of the gun. Play action fake pass to Gronkowski. He's gonna.
The one thing about this game, you're playing the other best team in the league, so there's not a lot of margin of error. If you do anything that's unsound, it's not gonna work. The execution has to be at your best.
Here comes more pressure. Mahomes fires it late. Broken up. You can see the fight in Mahomes. He's trying to will his team and give it a chance with all the movement.
We get a stop, game over, or a pick, takeaway, sack, fumble, turnover. Where is that?
Here comes Mahomes.
Intercepted, picked off in the end zone. Devin White pick. That's it for KC. Bucks are gonna beat the Chiefs.
Is donating a $1 million. How about that? Check to local initiative.
Brady keeps end zone wide open. Touchdown, Gronkowski. Bucks have started inside Eagles territory. Brady. Evans is in for the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, it took 55 years for an NFL team to host and win a Super Bowl on its home field. Here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, that's what the Buccaneers accomplished 12 months ago. And ever since, the Rams have set their sights on accomplishing that same feat. Under center, calls for the snap, play fakes, boots out to the left, looking short, caught at the 5 and into the end zone. It's Kendall. Again, a 4-man rush from the Buccaneers. Deep drop, big throw, down the right side. Cooper Kupp's all alone. He caught it at the 30, to the 20, cuts inside, 10, 5, touchdown Cooper Kupp. Puts it in the paint. Touchdown LA. Maurice, we started the day with the sentiment that it doesn't matter how, just whether. 46 seconds left. Chaos in Tampa as the Bucs have mounted a furious rally from down 27-3. 3 divisional games have been played this weekend. They've all been decided on walk-off winners.
42 seconds, one timeout. 42 seconds, one timeout.
2 seconds remaining.
This is it, man. How many chances have you had to win the game? And it comes down to this right here, man. This is what we signed up for.
Stafford set up in the gun, left foot forward, leaning in to take the snap. Bounces, deals, deep down the right side. He's got Kupp running down the hash marks. He reels it in at the 15. Cooper. Matt Gay, with 4 seconds on the clock, will attempt a 30-yard field goal from the left hash. Hits it with the right foot. Kick on its way. It is through. It is good. Matt Gay brings it home.
We're back now with the breaking news. Tom Brady is retiring at the age of 44 after an unbelievable, almost unparalleled career. It included 7 Super Bowl titles, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 overall MVPs, and oh, by the way, as a 44-year-old, he led the NFL in passing and passing touchdowns just this past season.
Everyone matters.